Spirit is being very serious about this. If you want to know who your haters are, this is the reading. Oh, a card already fell. Spirit, we need to know. Okay, I can't even fake that, nor could you my face fake that. Holy sh. All right, the first card that landed on my arm is keep manifesting. Things are turning in your favor. Because in 1 month, look at that, the lies that have been said are coming out. By the way, Libra came out. Now, I will tell you, some of these cards, zodiac signs, whatever, might apply to you. In other cases, they're going to apply to these other people. But with Libra, I do know that as I'm recording this, Mercury is in Libra. We're also in Libra season as I'm recording this. It'll still apply whenever you see this and however the planets are. Don't get yourself twisted with it. But the energies when you're recording is what matters, not when you see it. So Mercury being in Libra means justice with communication. So the lies are being cleared up. Now let me get the other card. There's a bunch of cards on the floor. Hold on. Okay, Spirit said you might need to brace yourself because, quite frankly, you do need a new perspective. There are people that you think love and care about you that are actually snakes in the grass. They've been sent in to be a monitoring spirit in a way. No, I've known them forever. That doesn't mean they're okay. Because it says you need a root worker for this shit. Now, I have a, hey, karma, it's time. You need to book that. All right? You know there's at least one person that's been utterly horrific to you that deserves their karma. Now remember, a hey karma it's time order means one name per order. So if there's a lot of people, you got to do a lot of different orders, but you can't all put them in one because otherwise I'll just email you and say the first name is the one I did because you didn't follow the instructions. No shame, no shit. Just saying for you, okay? Scars. Now with scars, please remember this could be visible scars that this person or you have from maybe what they did, or already have had these scars, but I'm getting the energy of the scars are emotional scars that you've dealt with and have received because of these situations, these lies. All right, the letter W came out. First name, last name, middle name, nickname, I don't know. You'll know. Scorpio. Now, both Libra and Scorpio could be people's sun signs. Remember, sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, Mars, all these different signs can play a part, right? And most of you will only know a sun sign, even for yourself. So don't get it twisted if it feels like some of this doesn't apply. But most people who are doing readings also are not paying attention to the planetary stuff. I do. We just had Mars go into Scorpio, which is having Libra and Scorpio come out while we just had Mercury going into Libra and Scorpio coming up for Mars is giving such energy of this shit's happening right now. 316, I'm getting that Bible quote. You don't have to, but it's one of those, like that number might be very prevalent. Or maybe you're into wrestling, right? In a relationship came out in a reverse. Here's what I'm going to say about that. You might not be in a relationship. These people or this person I either are in a relationship and acting like they're not, pretending they're not, treating it like they're not. So cheaters pop up in that category. Someone that's trying to put you, let's say, in a situational ship while they got a wife or a husband at home, that kind of thing. Maybe they presented towards you like they were single, and then all of a sudden you're going to find out that they've been in a relationship, whether they're married or not, for a long time. But you hear people say, oh yeah, theirs is like weird, I don't know. No. The letter Z came out. First name or last name. We got W and Z so far. Tattoo or tattoos. Now remember, with the scars and the tattoos, you might not see these. These might not be visible things to you. Where they just said, if you saw them standing in the shower, you would be like, yep, that's them. Single came out in reverse again. So By the way, you can also get the Nitty Gritty Oracle deck and the Spilling the Tea Oracle deck through my website. They're both decks that I've created, and I have a lot of different tarot and oracle decks through my website that you can order for yourself. I also have a beginner's masterclass for tarot if you're ever interested. It's a 3-part video series, and you get PDFs of information, so you can have like cheat sheets to keep you on track. All options for you if you'd like. Otherwise, the letter H came out also. WZH, HZW. Someone has facial hair. Now the letter M came out, but they also have it like this because it came out in reverse. This is giving me double W. Loren, that's an M. Careful. I'm the one doing the reading, right? And reverse can have other meanings. I hate when people do that. It's obviously an M. Obviously you're not the reader. Calm down. The fact that it came out in reverse has 2 meanings in this deck. 1, whatever their first name is, most likely starts with an M. 555 as I say this. But they hate that name, so they use another one. Like, I knew a dude, he only used Junior. Meanwhile, his first name was like, whatever. So that kind of thing can play a part where they hate their first name. They hate whatever the M name is in there. It could be their middle name, maybe a nickname, so they don't ever use it. They use a different name. If you're like, your name's actually what? I've been calling you this the whole time. Oh, that's what you prefer? That's weird. Okay. For others, this is actually a W. Okay. For some, maybe it's an M, but it came out in reverse. So if I ignored all the reverses, this would be a very different reading, right? Part of what this person's been lying about could be whether they're married or not, because WM. And that's been a big thing in this. It's like they keep trying to say they have an open relationship, but if you ask the partner, no, they fucking don't. Divine timing's at play. Polyamorous came out, but once again, they're using the excuse, because first of all, don't be in my comments being rude about polyamorous. Polyamorous is committed relationships. It's not casual. It's not cheating. It's not being an SLUT or any of those things. It is a different dynamic versus monogamous. And you don't have to want that, but you can't be shitty about it. Because each to their own, especially when it's all consensual. And that's what polyamorous is. Everybody knows about each other. Everybody is working together on it. Everybody's fine with it. It works best for them. Okay? But this person is not polyamorous. They keep using that excuse because they really want to be one of those Utah dudes, is the way it is. And if you're from Utah, that's not a slam at you. But especially with somebody just in my head was the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, where they keep trying to say not everybody from Utah is like those Utah dudes. Because there's not usually many females that have this harem of other women. You know what I'm saying? So they are in a mentality, if they had lots of wives or if they had lots of partners, it makes them feel better. They're trying to keep working on feeling like the clock of the walk, even though maybe they're much older now and can't pull the same way that they used to. So it's triggering them. That could be why they don't like you, because you were like, no. Maybe this person hit on you, pretended that they were single, and you figured it out. And you're like, no, the fuck you ain't. By the way, if they said they're single, or they're like separated, or they're divorced, but they still have a joint account with somebody, no, you block them. You don't even argue. You're like, ew, block. Just write ew, and then block them on everything. Nobody that's divorced still has a joint bank account with their ex-partner. You can try to correct me as much as you want. That is still not somebody that you should be saying yes to and interacting with. Unless there's extreme examples that you've seen in writing and heard from the other partner and understand and works for you. Because otherwise, it could all still be and have it not be okay for you. And then you still should say no. Because just because somebody's situation is their situation, doesn't mean you have to accept it and stay in it. You could say, you know what, I need to find a partner that doesn't have any of that, because that won't make me happy. You might have a great laugh or a great personality, but that won't work for me. And that's allowed. But they got pissed. and they started saying a lot of lies about you. Maybe they claimed they already had you and you were horrible or some stupid shit. It doesn't matter. They are getting everything that's coming to it. Remember, it said within 1 month, you're going to see results. Now, book a private reading with me through my website. The letter A came out all